The longer a man has been without a close relationship, the more complex his inner world becomes. From the outside, he may seem confident, calm, and completely comfortable on his own. Yet behind that calm on the inside, important psychological changes are taking place that few people notice. In the beginning, solitude can feel empowering. He enjoys having full control over his schedule, appreciates the peace and quiet, and avoids the emotional burden that relationships can sometimes bring. During this period, he learns to depend on himself, developing resilience, emotional control, and a strong sense of independence. As the years pass, however, that independence can gradually evolve into emotional detachment. The longer he remains on his own, the more accustomed he becomes to handling everything without support. He stops expecting others to comfort him or share his burdens. He keeps his fears, hopes, and vulnerabilities to himself, not because he lacks emotions, but because he has learned that self-reliance feels less risky than disappointment. This experience often makes him more selective about who he lets into his life. He no longer falls in love quickly or pursues relationships with the same eagerness he once had. When someone expresses interest in him, he may hesitate or create distance, not because he feels nothing, but because emotional closeness has become unfamiliar territory. Psychology says that extended periods of emotional independence can influence attachment patterns. A man who has spent a long time alone often becomes protective of the peace he has created for himself. He begins to value stability over excitement and meaningful connection over superficial attraction. Because of this, he may seem emotionally unavailable to others. In reality, the issue is not an inability to love, it is a tendency to approach love cautiously. He understands the cost of investing in the wrong relationship and fears disrupting the balance he has worked hard to build. As a result, he tends to observe carefully, trust slowly, and reveal his feelings gradually. Another change occurs as well. He develops a deep awareness of loneliness, not the dramatic kind, but the quiet moments that surface late at night. It is the feeling that comes when there's no one to celebrate small successes with or no companion to lean on during difficult times. Yet instead of desperately seeking a relationship, he adapts to that silence and learns to coexist with it. Ironically, this often makes his feelings far more powerful when he eventually falls in love. When a man who has spent years alone chooses to commit to someone, that choice is rarely casual. It usually means he has found a sense of trust, comfort, and emotional security. His affection may not be expressed through grand declarations at first, but it often reveals itself through consistency, loyalty, and unwavering commitment. There is, however, a challenge. After spending so much time emotionally self-contained, expressing feelings openly may not come naturally to him. He may struggle to be vulnerable, withdraw during disagreements, or need extra patience as he relearns emotional intimacy. This doesn't mean he cares less, it simply means he has spent a long time carrying his emotions alone. If you meet a man like this, avoid rushing the process. Don't pressure him into opening up before he's ready, and don't assume that quietness means a lack of feeling. Often, the men who speak the least carry the deepest emotions. And when they finally give their heart to someone, they do so with purpose, sincerity, and a loyalty shaped by years of standing on their own.